For this session, we're going to focus on some movement, we're going to get the heart rate up, and we're going to focus on some stability and body control. So we're going to do 4 exercises. I want you to make sure that when you do them, that you do not feel pain, that you don't rush them, that you make sure that you are actually understanding what you're trying to do and you're controlling the movement. And we're going to start by picking a number of rounds. So for each person, it's probably going to be different, but start with 3 rounds, resting in between as much as you need to. If you have a heart rate monitor, work out what 70% of your maximum heart rate is. Let your heart rate come down to that at the end of each round, and then work going forward from there. So if, for example, you pick 5 rounds and you do all 4 exercises, rest until your heart rate comes down to 70%, and you repeat that 5 times. Time how long it took you to do that. Then from there, when you do it again, if you do 5 rounds again, and you're able to do it quicker with the same, allowing for the same recovery time of your heart rate, then you know you're getting fitter. If you are a fitter person, set your target a little bit higher. So maybe aim for 8 or 10 rounds, and same principle. If you have a heart rate monitor, let your heart rate come down to 70% of your maximum, and then we go again. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, then what I want you to do is work hard, and then when you get to the end of your fourth exercise, when you can afterwards, if you're feeling out of breath, when you can speak a full sentence again, then you go again. So if you don't have a heart rate monitor, it's not the end of the world. It is for you, so you do it in the best way possible that suits you and the equipment you have available. You also don't need a huge space. So you'll see I've marked out with some cones here, 12 by 12 feet, so really small. So if you don't have a lot of space, then it's still possible to perform this exercise. So the 4 exercises we're going to do, the one is called a monkey walk. The second exercise is a mobility exercise, which you're going to start with your hands out in front of you, rotate across your body, come back to start position. We're going to repeat that 6 times on each side. Your third exercise that you're going to do is going to be a lateral shuffle between your cones. Again, you don't have to use a space this big. It could be smaller, but we're going to work between the cones, shuffle out and back as hard as we can. We're going to do that 8 times. And then your fourth exercise, we're going to do 6 per side of these, is basically the opposite of this one we did here. So we're going to have our hands out in front of us, and we're going to go into a rotational lunge. Try and keep this foot from moving there. Watch your hands the whole way, and step back to start position. We're going to do 6 on the one side and 6 on the other side. For the monkey walks, we're going to start on the one side. We're going to squat down, and how it works, your hands move out to the side, then you hop across with your feet. So we're going to do 3 hops. We're always only starting on this side. So we hop out 3 times, come back to this side, start again, and we're going to do 3 times facing each direction. So this is what it looks like. Then your second exercise, like I said, is more of a mobility exercise. Hands out in front of you. And we're going to watch the hands the whole way. Rotate, pivot around the hip on the stationary leg. Don't let that foot twist. Go all the way around, watch your hands the whole way. Come back. And again, work to where you're comfortable. Like if you have some pain going too far, back it off a little bit. We're going to do 6 per side of these. Take those hands around as far as you can go. Do the same on the other side. Watch your hands the whole way. If you need to rest in between, you rest in between. For the shuffles, we're going to go out and back 8 times, nice and quick on your feet as best as you can. Again, you can slow it down if you need to. You could, even if you want to do it as a fast walk, if you're comfortable, we're going to get out and back as quickly as we can. Dip the knees in the hips. Nice athletic position. Make sure you stay square onto whichever side you're facing. Don't rotate your body. We're going to go out and back 8 times, nice and quickly. So it should get your heart rate up nicely. And then the last exercise, as I said, it's called a rotational lunge. Again, we're going to start, whichever leg's not moving, toes stay straight forward, hands out in front of you, keep your eyes on your hands. And we're going to go from here, rotate back, adjust if you need to, come back to start position. So it's all about rotation. It's not just a step back, it's a turn of the hips. So we're going to do 6 on the one side, and we're going to go the same thing on the other side. Once you've done that, like I said, if you have a monitor, a heart rate monitor, see where your heart rate is, let it come down to 70% of your max, and then start the process again. If you don't have a heart rate monitor, when you're ready, so if you can speak a full sentence, then you go again. And like I said, start off, pick a certain number of rounds. If you're a little bit fitter, go harder, go higher with your rounds, maybe do 8, maybe 10 at the most. If you're a beginner, start with 3 to 5 and then build yourself up from there.